living in the world, guys and girls, and those gentlemen, boys and girls, where your family don't want to understand you. But the only thing is, they've made you to be an outsider. They can say what they want. Do you want me to tell you the reasons why your family are ignoring you and don't want anything to do with you? Is because they can't understand the way you work and the way you are. Is why they're ignoring you. I've got family like that with me. They've got their own family, so they're pushing me to a side to ignore me because they can't understand the way I think. That's what's happening in this world, guys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Some of you that may be interested in this video and understand what I'm saying. Yes, I'm chewing gum again. As you can see, same colour chewing gum. There's always different flavours. That's why they're not actually helping you, because not because you're getting older or you're old enough to do it yourself. You think in such a different way to your family and your friends and everybody else. They don't want to know you. Or you get some people that do understand what you're on about, and they just don't understand you. That's the reasons why your family distance yourselves, and you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls are probably thinking, mums and dads, aunties and uncles and brothers and sisters, people that you know. That's why a lot of people, unfortunately, go into foster care, go into children's homes because their families don't want them or they can't understand them. I've been in that situation before. Foster homes, children's homes across the UK, and they don't want to know you. But let me tell you something. If you don't want to know a friend or a family member, for example, and then you're bringing up your family, why have intercourse and have sex? And then you got that responsibility. Some people prefer it that way. You don't just chuck somebody away because you don't like them. Some people do. You've got responsibilities, deal with them. But you rather put the responsibilities and the weight onto somebody else to look after your friends and your family. But let me tell you something. That'll probably be the best thing ever, is you to not see your friends or your family again. The family that you're with has been supporting you, looking after you the rest of your life, and giving you good ideas, giving you good things. I chose in my life to come back to my family. Did they help me? No, they didn't. Did they pay for me to come back home? No. I had to pay money from up north to go to Shifnal Ifnal. I lent a couple of £100, and the social worker helped me, the support worker, just to go back there. I begged them to help me come back home all my life, but they didn't want to help me. You're too different. You've always been an outsider. That's what they were saying to me. You've always been different to everybody else. Would you wonder why? And think to yourself, I wonder why he thinks differently to everybody else. He's been left on his own in a strange place. Been disowned for several years. And people had all their crying and their grief and their hatred towards you. See what I'm trying to say? And they can come out with being disowned and stuff. They talk about being the black sheep of the family. It's because you're not doing what they want them to do. They get upset and angry. With everybody else that's around them, they get on with them. With you, they treat you differently because of your problems. That's why they're calling it the person, the odd one out, and ignoring them. Because they don't want to deal with the responsibility of you. Because you're autistic and ADHD. They're pushing you to one side. And you try and be friendly and nice to them. They only want to be nice and friendly to you when they feel like it. But when you do it to them, they don't like it. So, like I say, it's not because I don't want to fit in or do want to fit in. I do things my own way, and they can't seem to understand that. So they take it the wrong way. You don't want to join in. You don't want to fit in. You want to be an outsider. You want to be isolating yourself from people. You don't want friends. Fair enough. It may be easy for you to make friends. When other people, they find it hard to make friends because they're shy or they don't know how to. See what I mean? Family get like this with you. Start saying all these silly things. We're all made differently, and they can't understand that. So, I get it from my family a lot. They don't want to know me, that's fine. When you try and call them, sometimes they call you back. Other times, you're doing the running around for them. Doesn't make it right though, does it? I don't spend time with my dad. I don't even talk to my dad. I don't even talk to most of my sisters. I don't. I did have a mum, but she died unfortunately, which is very sad. And lots of us feel the pain in different ways. We really do. Just because you're not doing a certain thing there where they get angry and annoyed with you. And then they say, oh, does not apply to everybody else. No, it doesn't. People want to enjoy themselves and be free in this world, but they'd rather be controlled and be roboted to do something else with somebody else. Some people are too scared to speak up. What did Martin Luther King say? He spoke about, obviously as a black guy, and he spoke about people coming together. Obviously, I come up with my good ideas on YouTube, which I do, just to make people happy, or to show things that I'm different. I don't make friends just to fit in, even though it would be nice on the way. I'd said this to my family as well. They think I'd rather be an outsider. So, people will come to me if they like me. If they don't like me, they don't like me. So, it's nice to have friends and not have any friends at all. But they can't understand that way of you. So they think you're being awkward or spiteful or selfish, which you're not. This is a video I'm doing on the phone and showing everybody else on YouTube. That if I forget about this, I can look at it back in the diary and see, yeah, I did say this about people, which is true. Some people disagree. We all got our own problems in the world. You try and explain things to them when you're feeling a bit down. They don't want to know. But it's okay when they're down. Do they speak to you? Do they talk to their friends about their problems? They probably do. Only when it suits them. And you see why people don't want to bother with their friends and family. They'd rather keep the family that were grown up in foster care or children's homes as their family and friends. Forget everybody else. You know where your real friends stand. And that's where it's beginning to come with me. I'm getting very close to that. Some of you guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, may agree with what I'm saying. Some of you probably never seen your friends or your family growing up. Some of you may have been adopted. It's a tough world sometimes. But we all have to live in the same area. Well, different areas, but, you know, same world. But tell me what you think about this. They're just trying to cover their own backs because they don't want to listen. Anyway, thank you for all joining me. Take it easy, please.